I'm Jessica Finelli, and I'm a third-year medical student at GCSOM. The Abigail Geisinger Scholars Program is a really special program that sets students up for success in primary care. It offers you mentorship and debt forgiveness and really an exposure to the Scranton area and NEPA where you'll one day be practicing, and it's so special that it allows you to form longitudinal relationships with your peers who will one day be your coworkers and with program leadership who will one day be your boss, and I think that's really amazing.
I'm Brian Diostroff. I am a fourth-year medical student here at Geisinger Commonwealth School of Medicine. The benefit of the Abigail Geisinger Scholars Program in terms of a medical student is we will graduate without debt. It is a way for us to kind of explore and find ways we can best serve our communities, go into those fields like primary care without the burden of having any medical school loans. Which is obviously very appealing given the nature of the expense of medical school. Part of the agreement as being an Abigail Geisinger Scholar is that we return after residency. We're allowed to do residency wherever we choose, but we come back and work for the Geisinger Health System for the length of the time of the loan. So that for most of the students now, that will be for 4 years.
My name is Helen Gore. I'm a first-year medical student at the Geisinger Commonwealth School of Medicine. The loan forgiveness program has been huge. I feel like it's really taken a huge weight, a huge stress off my shoulders. I think knowing also the security that I'm going to be in this area, I'm going to be practicing in this area in the future also helps kind of reassure too that there's a little more stability in my future and a little security. So I feel like I've really been free to focus on my learning and focus on building those connections in the school and beyond.
I think it's absolutely amazing with the debt forgiveness. I think it gives a lot of local kids who maybe otherwise couldn't afford to go to medical school or didn't have the resources to be able to do it and do it well. You know, I come from a middle-class family. My mom's a nurse, my dad's a mechanic, and they would love to be able to support me, but they don't have as many resources as some other families do, and having this debt forgiveness is absolutely tremendous in helping me be able to afford the boards prep questions and all of the resources that I need to be successful, and knowing that I can go in and start my practice and in 4 years not have to worry about that medical school debt is absolutely phenomenal.
What really drew me to the Abigail Geisinger Scholars Program is the primary care aspect. I knew really early on I wanted to do primary care, so I love that Geisinger had this specialized program focused on primary care. We have these monthly seminars where we get to meet with doctors who are currently working in family medicine or internal medicine or pediatrics, and so you get those opportunities to make those connections, and also just being able to be connected with other peers who are like-minded and also interested in primary care has been really fantastic.
So currently I'm really interested in primary care, whether that be internal medicine or family medicine, I'm still undecided. But what drew me to that is the ability to form really longitudinal relationships with patients over the years. Rather than seeing them just once, you can see them multiple times and manage chronic disease and really develop a trust and a rapport that I think is unique to the primary care setting. One of the biggest draws for me to the Abigail Scholars Program was that it allows me the ability to train and eventually practice in the area where I grew up. And I think that's something really unique that not a lot of people get, is to grow up in an area, form those relationships, build that foundation, and then study medicine and practice medicine in that area. So that's something really special.
This week I'm finishing up my Med-Peds elective. I am on inpatient medicine here at Geisinger Medical Center. This is my first time here at Geisinger Medical Center here in Danville. It's been a really great experience, a great learning experience. It's one of the largest hospitals I've ever been in, and definitely the teaching aspect here is something that's very apparent. Our services are really integrated with the teaching services, not only just here as medical students or as physicians. Preceptors and the attending physicians and the teachers here at Geisinger are unmatched. I think the sense of community and the sense of the teaching legacy that Geisinger has really shines through. I've had amazing preceptors that are very hands-on, willing to teach. It's always a collaborative teaching environment that fosters you to think outside the box, test your skills a little bit, and don't be afraid to try something something new or to ask questions. And I think that's something that I've really taken away in these clinical years, as well as in the preclinical, that I feel like with the preceptors I've had, I can get a really holistic and well-rounded education that will set me up beautifully as a future physician here.